Hey guys, welcome back to the Doug and Corey Show.
In this video, we're going to do an open spoiler discussion for Captain America: Brave New World.
Did Sam Wilson surf his way to #1 of the box office?
Stick around. All right, guys, so Captain America: Brave New World just came out, and we both got a chance to check it out in theaters. So what'd you think of it, Corey?
You called me and gave me all the spoilers right after you saw it to warn me. No, you didn't do that this time. Luckily, you actually never do that.
Yeah,
luckily,
we just joke about it.
We do joke about it. You did go though before me. I always get my tickets ahead of time, and then you go like last minute. You get them like opening night. I'm like, I shake my fist at you. Yeah. Not really.
That's because I don't have anyone else to watch it with, so I can just be like, yeah, I'm going whenever.
Oh, that's part of it. But for me, I'm picky about what theater I see it in.
That too.
And if I don't reserve my tickets right away, then there's no good seats. Like I looked for opening night because I was off Friday, so I was like, oh, I'll go Thursday night. But right when tickets went on sale, the seats I like to sit in or that area that was already sold, like at 6 a.m. or whatever time they went on sale.
Sounds like a little picky to me, Corey.
Yeah, no, picky. Hey, I first admit it. I'm a little picky about where I go see it. Sorry, it's just the way it is.
It's just funny because you could still sit in anywhere else in the theater and probably have just as good of an experience. But
yeah, maybe.
You haven't even tried, have you?
Yeah, we've had to sit in other spots, but we still try to stay towards the center.
Okay.
Just, it's just the movie experience I like to get.
Okay.
So, whatever. I am picky. That's fine. I'm willing to accept that.
Okay.
Although I have gone to movies with Alex, and I'm not sure if you've gone to movies just with him, but he likes to sit off to the side. Like, all the way to the end of the side. Interesting. Yeah. To each their own. I think he likes to be able to get out real quick and get in real quick.
Yeah, he doesn't like peoples very much.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I've been not the biggest fan of some people as well. So
anyway,
we're getting off topic.
Yeah, a little bit.
Just a little bit of a tangent.
So yeah, the movie was pretty good. It had kind of mixed reviews for sure. It was one of the lower rated Marvel movies to come out.
Yeah, I try not to worry too much about that, but I did see it was like in the 40s for the critic reviews and stuff before I got out to go see it, and I was a little bit worried just because the movies from Marvel haven't been to the same level they used to be, in my opinion.
They've been up and down. It's been pretty consistent like that through all the phases. There's some terrible movies in each phase. I'm not saying this is terrible. I'm just saying there are movies that are on the lower side.
I feel like the low ones in the other phases though didn't get as low as some of them have in the last two phases, but
maybe. I mean, a lot of it's people are just really picky about CGI and stuff like that, where like it's hard. Like I'm sure a lot of these people can't do what they're doing. But
yeah, well, I mean, a lot of people don't like Iron Man 2, and I really liked Iron Man 2, so that's like one. And then
I thought it was more Iron Man 3 people didn't like.
No, that's true, but a lot of people don't like Iron Man 2. They like Iron Man 3 more than Iron Man 2. A lot of people.
Not me.
No, me either. Me either. But I just feel like a lot of people feel that way. A lot of people really didn't like Thor: Dark World. It's not the best, but I enjoyed it when I saw it.
Quantumania was kind of a.
Well, yeah, but then we're getting into the newer ones, and I'm
just saying, like,
I agree that a lot of those newer ones.
I'm saying all of the phases have had movies that are up and down, shows that are good, shows that are bad. People are just picky. It is what it is. They expect greatness out of Marvel, which they've had a lot of great movies, so I get it. But they don't have the Russos aren't going to direct every single movie. They are going to do a lot, though. Apparently, they maybe even signed on for some X-Men stuff.
Yeah,
possibly.
Yeah, well, all that to say, despite the like 48% or whatever I think it had at the time when I went and saw it from the critics. I enjoyed it. I mean, it wasn't necessarily my top 10, but it was towards the middle of the pack probably for the Marvel movies for me.
Yeah, for sure. I'd give it probably a 7.5 out of 10. It wasn't bad at all. There was parts that were really enjoyable. I liked a lot of them. There were some parts that were cheesy. There were some parts that were just drawn out, maybe not necessary, but they've reworked the film a lot, and it wasn't. There was parts you could tell it was a little bit off, but most part it was pretty seamless what they fixed it with. Yeah, I mean,
I didn't find myself while watching it ever thinking like, oh, I wonder if this was changed. Like the movie it flowed nicely for me. I thought the acting was pretty good. The storyline all like made sense. There wasn't any like really bad like plot points like Venom Last Dance that I wasn't a big fan of.
The only thing that took me a little bit out of the movie and was the fact that Anthony Mackie was so strong and agile. I know his suit helped him out a lot, but he was so like powerful for not have taken the serum.
Sure.
So I was taken out of it. Like, how the hell is he able to do all this? I mean, yeah, he's got a lot of training and stuff, but come on, like he was doing some crazy stuff that like he probably wouldn't have been able to do without the serum.
I think him having the Wakandan vibranium suit was a big part of it.
That saved him a lot.
Yeah, I mean, like opening scene for him, the combat scene anyways, he's flying down, like breaking the sound barrier. Yeah, literally, he lands before the sound and the shockwave gets there.
That was cool.
But like a human being would have just been flattened, but I guess Wakandan suit, the vibranium absorbs the impact or whatever, I guess.
He can obviously handle the G's of flying because he was Falcon and was flying around and stuff. So it's not like anything new to him at that, but
yeah.
I don't know.
But the stopping, like, I mean, it's a Marvel movie. It's not supposed to be realistic.
Sure. But like, that's the only thing that took me out of it. Cause I was like, dang, he made jokes about it. Like how he's like, I should have taken the serum or whatever. Yeah. But like, if he had taken the serum, I would have been like, it would have made more sense.
You wouldn't have questioned it as much.
Oh yeah. But some of the stuff he was doing, I was like, what? How's he doing that?
Yeah. I mean, I think, by design, him not taking it allows him to be this more of like a relatable character. He doesn't have these abilities that some of them have. That's part of his struggle, right? It's like, how am I going to ever face this without having the serum and being like Steve Rogers and Bucky Barnes, and
Isaiah Bradley and everybody else that has the serum in their body. There's so many super soldiers now.
None of them had that vibranium suit though, and the crazy wings and jetpack and stuff, but
Red Wing.
And Red Wing,
flying with the shield
was pretty cool scenes with Red Wing, by the way. But yeah, so I think that was kind of intentional. There was a lot of scenes though where he's doing things where he is being more agile. If you really watch, you'll see his jetpack ignite and stuff when he's doing that stuff. So it definitely was helping him with some of that stuff. I think someone, maybe it was Red Hulk, swings like a pole or something at him and he catches it. I'm like, yeah, that would have like killed him, but his jetpack was going. Well, he caught it, right? So like impacting,
I guess,
the absorption from the vibranium.
Either way, Anthony Mackie, I think, definitely deserves the role and title of Captain America. He did fantastic as it, and he showed what Captain America is about, which is doing what's right and protecting the people standing for good. And he definitely did that. So I think Anthony Mackie deserves it. I'm glad he is Captain America, Sam Wilson and everything. I love Steve Rogers, and Chris Evans is amazing, and hopefully he'll be back in Secret Wars in some fashion. But I'm happy with Anthony Mackie going forward. So that's cool. I could see him leading the Avengers.
Yeah. And I mean, this is open spoiler discussion. So how do you feel about that? Because supposedly he's supposed to be rebuilding the Avengers. That was kind of something he was tasked with.
Yeah, that's literally what he tells them it might even be in the trailer where he says, I want you to bring back the Avengers.
I think you might be right.
But either way, like obviously they had a falling out with, everything that happened where he got shot at with Isaiah Bradley. So he, which obviously was under control by the leader. We find out later, Mr. Blue. Which I like that this movie is a kind of ties up a lot of stuff. It ties up stuff from the Eternals with the Adamantium and the Celestial. It ties up stuff from the Hulk, the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, going way back.
It's like a sequel to it.
Was basically. It like 08 or something?
Mm-hmm. And then it ties up stuff from Falcon and Winter Soldier. Like it's continuation. You see Bucky Barnes, James Buchanan, running for Congress, which obviously we know he's going to be a senator for Thunderbolts.
Yeah. Even tie-ins with Civil War because they talk about the Sokovia Accords and stuff, So...
Yeah, a lot of stuff. It was that I enjoyed about the movie is like tying up a lot of things that we were like, what's going on with this? Yeah. What's going on with that?
Yeah.
And apparently adamantium is more indestructible than vibranium, which I don't understand.
Indestructible.
How is it more indestructible? If it's indestructible, wouldn't that be by definition what it is?
Well, I think claiming that vibranium's indestructible is the problem because it's clearly not. Thanos destroyed it. And
it's funny because in the comics, Cap's shield is kind of a proto adamantium. It's not even vibranium in the comics usually, but anyways, that's what it is in the MCU. But yeah, for now.
Yeah, I mean, got some slightly different things going on, right? I mean, there's like some different alloys and stuff, but with adamantium, but you couldn't really do that until adamantium was introduced.
Yeah, it's interesting they had to have the adamantium at such a high temperature. It was like 815 degrees Celsius or something like that. It was something crazy.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. That was on the canister?
On the canister that Joaquin Phoenix got.
Yeah,
from the Serpent Society. Mm-hmm. Yeah. How did you like Giancarlo Esposito?
Yeah, he's always fun. I always enjoy him in movies and shows. Glad to see that it's a villain that will probably reoccur. I mean, he pretty much tells them, hey, and in fact, if you go back to his interviews early on, before they announced who he was playing, He said that
They're going to do a show, right?
Yeah, he said that this character is going to do like spin off into a Disney Plus show.
Maybe they're going to do some sort of Serpent Society show.
I'm sure they can, yeah. Yeah, perfect opportunity to have some tie-ins with Sharon Carter. Like, we don't know what happened with the Power Broker.
Nope.
She might have been at play behind the scenes in this stuff too. I'm sure the leader is quite aware of her. She might have been one to help coordinate the Serpent Society, getting the adamantium.
And I know this isn't really your favorite character, but there definitely was some hints that that there was a Amadeus Cho around, and that he had a guy that was looking into the gamma radiation and the pills that he was taking.
That was one of the rumors, is that they were going to openly take it to him. No, it's fine. I mean, like in the games and stuff we played, like his character's kind of cheesy. He's like eats hot dogs and stuff, and just, I mean, whatever. Like, it just kind of seems cheesy to think of like a big Hulk
like
character just
Hulk,
eating. Yeah, exactly. It's like a silly Hulk. We already got a smart Hulk. But like, we need
Red Hulk was dope though.
Yeah, no, Red Hulk was done really well. The CG looked great. His just how much like heat and stuff's coming off him when he's getting pissed.
The fact that how quickly he destroys stuff, like that's the Hulk that we need.
Dude, he's just leaping, like flying like miles through the air. You know,
that was so like when Sam took off, I was like, why is he like taking him away to other people and other things to destroy? Like he literally took him to another monument and jumped right out.
Yeah, I was like, dude, don't fly by the Washington Monument. What are you doing? You know it's gonna get destroyed if you do that.
Yeah, I was like, what's he doing? But
at least he didn't completely take it down. He just kind of like scraped the side of it.
And that was kind of I mean, he had his moment like with Hulk did with the sun's getting real low with the whole cherry blossoms remembering Betty.
I mean, realistically though, like there's no other way Sam's gonna beat,
unless Betty was there. She's the only one that probably could have calmed him down. That could have been the Black Widow version.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, that would have been a little bit maybe too on the nose to the, you know what I mean? Like,
but they literally, I guess, had originally filmed stuff with her at the funeral at one point. But
at what funeral?
Exactly.
Yeah,
his wife's.
Yeah, well, I don't know, because she died years prior.
Oh, maybe.
She died.
Possibly.
Yeah, that's a lot of the rumor is that he was going to die at the end. And yeah, he didn't. I'm glad he didn't as well. If he would have, then it would have kind of been pinned on Captain America. Like, even though he was the Hulk, he was still the United States president. So Captain America killing.
It was crazy that they started shooting at him right away. I mean, I guess I would too. The Secret Service is supposed to protect the president, and then he turns into this Hulk and they start shooting at him.
Well, I mean, at that point, is he even the president? Was he even the president? You know what I mean? Like, they don't know what's going on.
I know, it's just kind of funny.
They've all seen the newsreels and stuff with the Hulk, you know, like
New Yorkers have been through a lot in the MCU, and then especially with like Thunderbolts with Sentry coming up. That looks crazy. How are you supposed to defend against that?
Yeah. Speaking of which, so we got a really, in my opinion, a really cool little brief cameo. Bucky Barnes making an appearance.
Yep.
I was really happy with that, and they kind of touched on the whole, you know, him running for Congress. And I think some other channels have kind of joked about how he had to actually campaign for this, and he literally talks about how he has to leave to go do a campaign rally. He's like, it's freaking crazy. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty funny. He was like 110 years old or whatever, running for Congress and going out there and campaigning. But that scene between the two of them was really good. I really enjoyed it. It was fun to see Bucky make an appearance.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So like I said, we only got another cameo from Betty Ross, but that's kind of towards the very end when she's talking to her dad in the raft prison.
Yeah.
They're able to get him calmed down, then they have to kind of keep him secure in case anything happens. So
I'm glad she actually physically appeared, because there was a phone call that happened where you got to hear her voice. But it was nice that she actually made an appearance on camera. Got to see her back finally, going all the way back to 2008.
Yeah,
so
it's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, and then so the leader looked a little different than original promo art kind of showed, and the Funko Pop, it was like he had a big green head, which he normally does in the comics, but they kind of changed it up, made it a little more bumpy, kind of a little more grotesque looking.
Yeah, they definitely made him look very grotesque compared to how he looked in the promo art and stuff. All I can speculate, I'm not saying why they necessarily changed it up to look like that, but initially it looked like from some of the trailers and stuff early on, it looked like he was out and about more, like he was free to roam, you know, whereas it turns out he was pretty much in prison this whole time and kind of pulling the strings from within his prison.
Yeah.
And all those scenes where he's out and about, he definitely looks a little different. So I'm guessing they were like, hey, he's been stuck here. Let's make him look really beat down, really haggard. He's been through some stuff. He's been in prison for years. And
he's going to return, so maybe they'll have a different form. Like his brain will keep growing as he keeps seeing more probabilities and learning more things.
It's very possible.
Who knows?
Yep.
So, he may do other gamma radiation tests on himself at some point. You know, obviously he deals with that.
Yeah.
So it was interesting. I liked the leader, the character. I mean, obviously he has a lot of potential for more. But it's kind of interesting how he can see probabilities, kind of like Doctor Strange can with the time stone or whatever.
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't know. We'll see how I'm sure he'll be more on Doom's side than anything because he's typically a villain.
Yeah.
And we'll see where it goes with that. I mean, because obviously Red Hulk was kind of trying to screw Ross over.
Yeah.
And Red Hulk typically is more of a villain as well, but he could become a good guy. I mean,
yeah.
Betty Ross in the comics becomes a female Red Hulk.
Oh, I didn't know that actually.
I don't know if they're going to do that in the MCU, but that does happen.
I think my guess is that Liv Tyler's done.
Probably.
You know, I think she was like, yeah, I'll come back and do this, tie things up, you know.
Most likely.
But yeah, so you talked about it already, got a little bit of tie-in back with Eternals. We got to see some kind of cool scenes around Tiamat coming out of the Indian Ocean.
Yeah, those were dope, all the jet scenes.
And and we got to see Captain America surfing.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. For a split second, I was like, please don't do this. But luckily, it was pretty short.
Yeah, I think you and I both had the same thought, because when I saw it, I was like, oh no, he's going to like ride on it. And he did, but like it was really, he like touched on it and like forced the back end down, and it caught the water and tumbled and exploded.
Yeah, it was cool. It was smart.
And yeah, I mean, how else would you do it? Like you could push it down with your hands, but like I think you're safer the way he did it. I don't know.
Yeah, no, just the shot looked cheesy at first. I was like, what are they doing? But honestly, yeah, that would have been fun to do too. If you're flying, you're like, oh, I can land on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I really like jets and stuff. Mm-hmm. And so does my wife. You know, Amber and I were both really enjoying that scene. They're flying around. There's F-18s, F-35s, you know, and they're kind of all like almost dogfighting, but you know, Captain America and Falcon are both trying to basically stop some mind-controlled U.S. pilots from attacking the Japanese. Yeah. So, yeah, I thought it was pretty fun. I actually wish we'd had a little bit more of that throughout the movie, that kind of stuff, because that's the type of thing that the new Captain America, that Sam Wilson's Captain America can do, that not really any of the other, maybe Iron Man could do some of that stuff. But other than that, which Iron Man's not around, so...
True.
Really not anyone else.
Ironheart soon,
supposedly, right? I mean, like, that's been being pushed off for years. I guess theoretically, Vision was there. He could do some stuff. He actually probably would have been way more effective because he could like phase through things and like shoot lasers at him and stuff. But we don't know where he's at either, or at least the White Vision. The other Vision's dismantled and.
Well, yeah. If you watch what?
Oh, he. Oh, well, I still haven't watched season 3 of what.
Yeah, you'd know where White Vision's at.
Oh, is there some canon stuff in there, do we think?
I don't know if it's canon, but it's in there.
Okay.
So we'll see. I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
I think we will get Ultron back, so it's very possible some of that stuff comes true.
Yeah. I do gotta watch What If. I'm slowly getting through freshman year. Right? Is that what they decided? Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
Yeah, freshman year used to be.
Yeah, that was the old thing. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. I think I
watched this videos about it. How are you liking it so far?
I'm really enjoying it. I think I've watched like 5 out of the 8 episodes, 5 or 6 of them.
I think the last two are come out this week.
Okay. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's pretty fun. I like some of the characters, like seeing some of the directions it's going. But yeah, we'll talk about that probably when the whole series wraps up. We'll do a video about our impressions on that.
But overall, I really enjoyed Captain America. I would watch it again. Maybe not in theaters, but I definitely would watch that movie again.
Yeah.
And if you get a chance to check it out in theaters, definitely go see it. It's worth the watch.
Yeah, I definitely recommend it. Especially since we're only getting 3 movies this year from Marvel. Mm-hmm. I shouldn't say only. To get 3 movies from a studio in a year, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
So
next we got Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four. It should be pretty awesome.
Yep. And man, starting in May, I think that's when Thunderbolts comes out, right? May. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of movies in May, man. If you're a big movie fan, it's gonna really start kicking up a notch then.
It's gonna be a good year.
So. But yeah, I definitely recommend it as well. I highly recommend getting out and see if you get a chance, especially if you're a fan of the MCU. Yeah. All right, guys, if you got a chance to check out Captain America, Brave New World, leave a comment down below. Letting us know how you enjoyed it.
Be sure to like and subscribe. Have a marvelous day.
Good. We good?
Yeah. I don't even think we had too many outtakes. Right?
Yeah, not really. We did we got a little sidetracked, or I got a little sidetracked a couple times.
Well, we both did.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Doug and Corey Show.
In this video, we're going to do an open spoiler discussion for Captain America: Brave New World.
Did Anthony Mackie surf his way to #1 of the box office?
Stick around.
Should I say Anthony Mackie or should I say
Cap.
Did Cap surf his way, or should I say, did Sam Wilson?
You can say Sam Wilson or Cap. I think instead of Anthony Mackie specifically.
Yeah, I think you're right. Hey guys, welcome back to the Doug and Corey Show.
In this video, we're going to do an open spoiler discussion for Captain America: Brave New World.
Did Captain America surf his way to #1 of the box office?
Stick around.
Kinda,
We got one.
yeah. I feel like that one, even maybe the wording, it may not be better than Captain America. I don't know, but I felt like
I think maybe the Captain America one probably sounded a little off because I had just said Captain America.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking that right before I said it, like while we were recording it. But